Welcome back to Kickin' It with KG, guys. We're out here, all three of us. We have Tanner and Ethan with us today. We have a lot to talk about, including, let's just go right on into it. We live in Kentucky. It is located in between Ohio, Virginia, and Missouri.
Somewhere between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, Kentucky. It's like right there, right?
It's pretty much in the Appalachian Mountains.
We just exist.
And because we're here, you got to think about the the terrain of Kentucky to really explain what goes on here, okay? So there's big mountains. This is also prevalent in Afghanistan, believe it or not. But there's big mountains, and it's hard to travel in between them. Because of that, we have very strong culture with inside of the mountains because they just can't. We can't go anywhere else, and they can't come in. It's just we're locked up.
It's like that song, "You'll Never Leave Harlan Alive."
Yeah,
pretty much like once you're here, you're stuck here.
Yeah, when you go to Harlan,
geographically, it's not even anything else. It's just you physically can't get out.
You're stuck.
Yeah, you're actually stuck by the mountains. Well, Ethan has collected a few Kentucky news stories, everyday things to us, but we're going to let you guys look at them and take a look at what you think. Every evening on the news, which I don't watch, we have things just like this. Go ahead and pull it up, make it big, and this is literally the things we see on the news all the time.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Y'all ready for this?
Yeah, move the microphone there so they can hear it.
All right, this one's actually happened close to home.
Crashing a car was bad enough, but investigators say it led to two people inside that car being attacked by bees. It happened last night on Patton Spur Road in Laurel County. Police say a car hit a utility pole and bothered a hive of bees nearby. New tonight, Garrett Weimer talks to someone who lives in that area who saw it all happen.
Neighbors along Patton Spur Road are still, buzzing about what happened.
Well, I just got done feeding my chickens, watering them and stuff, and I walked back to my house there to get my phone so I could play a video game on it. And all of a sudden, I heard a big boom. I looked back out my door, and the electric pole fell, and the lines was falling, and the geotracker was sideways into the fence.
Then the folks inside the car got a big surprise.
Well, he didn't know it, but he found out that there was a hive of bees that was located there, and he disturbed them.
And there's a guy come out screaming and squalling and running around about like a chicken with his head cut off.
Anderson then says they ran up the road, grabbed a hose outside his home, and started trying to spray off the bees.
I told him he needed to get out of that water, but say I didn't know he was getting eaten up by bees. I thought he was just high.
Deputies say the couple were under the influence of drugs. They say they had driven down the road looking for a place to swim.
That girl in that little bikini, she had a little red dot over her.
Even Gary Lee got stung while he was out there. Needless to say, investigators call it an unusual case, but everyone around here hopes the two learned a serious lesson.
Think they learned their lesson?
I'd say by today they are. If they feel like my leg feels, I'd say they're learning.
In Laurel County, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
Oh.
Wait, I got the most important question.
Yeah.
What video game was he trying to play on his phone?
What do you think? It was back in 2016. What game? Clash of Clans? It's gotta be.
It was the 1 week Flappy Bird was around.
No, it had to be. Y'all know the little game where it's like the little motorcycle and it's like just a random.
What's it called?
He fits the top. I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Too.
Oh, yeah. It's a good game.
It wasn't like Speed Bike or something like that, was it?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
Did you see the Geo Tracker?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice little Geo Tracker to be crashed into a tree.
They were just driving through the mountains looking for somewhere to swim.
Not to mention where they was. Like, they were in the main back somewhere of a holler. They wasn't on the main road. No. They was back at that guy's house looking for a place to swim.
He said, then they learned their lesson. He said, yeah, they are. I don't even know what that means.
He talked to... The thing is, why did the lady already just have nothing on but a bikini? And he was talking about she got eat up by the bees.
Well, yeah, she got eat up by the bees.
Sometimes you get excited. You don't want that transition period from putting clothes on to get into the water. Or
she just wanted to go swimming.
What, are they going to swim in the creek?
Well, they was looking.
Yeah.
They was looking.
I appreciate that. All these people just buy pools nowadays. Old-fashioned way. That's how Daniel Boone did it.
Go look for a place to swim in your Geo Tracker and accidentally ram into a pole with bees on it.
I mean, wouldn't the lake be a better option?
Maybe they's looking for the lake.
They got lost.
Everyone knows where Laurel Lake's at.
Not them. They were hot.
They didn't know. What we got next?
We got a guy who got his cheese grater stolen. Yeah.
This one wasn't that long ago. Yeah, it was 3 years ago. That's not too long, though. You just dragged that way over.
No, it wasn't that long ago. But
who steals a cheese grater trap remix over there?
Kentucky man.
All right.
Go ahead and put it up here.
Let's see what we got.
Someone suspected of burglarizing your home is never a good idea. A Floyd County man found that out for himself after having a gun pointed at him when he did just that. WYMT's Sean Allen talked with the victim in that case.
Officials say meth is on the rise, and as a result, so is crime.
Must have been a bad batch around here because Floyd County's went crazy in the last 4 days.
Neighbors notified Mason Tackett that his cousin, Philip Matthew Higgins, was seen carrying items from his house.
When I finally got down here to the house to look see what happened, the door was standing wide open. It looked like he was packing up for a yard sale when he come out.
And that is when he confronted Higgins.
He was lying, throwing his hands and saying stuff like, I didn't do it, you know how rogues do, and blaming on everybody else.
The confrontation took a dangerous turn once Tackett found items belonging to him.
He did pull a gun on me when I got back around the house because I guess he thought I was upset with him.
Items not normally the target of a would-be burglar.
Who steals a cheese grater? He's got the works, Lysol. He stole an empty bottle of spray. What got me the most was my soap. He stole my soap. Who steals soap?
Philip Higgins is charged with receiving stolen property and being a convicted felon with a firearm. In Turkey Creek, Sean Allen, WYMT Mountain News.
Who steals the soap?
That guy.
It's a bad batch. It's a bad batch.
Yeah, I mean, it could happen to anybody, really.
Just that homegrown.
Here's what I got a
we've all
question
been
of.
there.
If he said the last 4 days, what else has happened?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, because that was a very specific timeline.
Yeah, it's like, what else has happened? The last 4 days. It's not. That's not long. It's 4 days.
So maybe he was like, he didn't steal them all the same day. Maybe over the past 4 days, he just noticed stuff like going missing. And that 4th day, boom.
Or
it's a gang of them.
You never know. It's a toss-up. You don't know what's happened. Sometimes you don't want to know what happened.
No, probably not.
But yeah, that's pretty common in Kentucky, right?
That felt like home to me.
Oh my gosh, listen.
Was
so over in a place where my dad works, I'll share this story. I'm not going to be very specific, but
change the names.
He
Change
had some
names.
things. Anyways,
you'll hear this and know where this story comes from.
He was putting things in a pile to. Yeah, he was making. So he does a bunch of stuff with like dirt, and like he moves dirt and changes its shape and stuff. But he put stuff into a salvage pile, right? So a bunch of scrap metal he's going to take off and sell it. They stole the scrap metal. It's worth about $3. So they kind of cleaned it up, which maybe that's a good. Maybe that's a plus.
Tell them the story about the house me and you actually moved on video.
Oh, yeah. So, like, they own a little parking lot over in that said place, and they come in, and there is a double-wide house.
Single wide.
Single-wide, extra-long trailer, house trailer, just sitting there.
They just dropped it off. Just left it.
Who?
Just some random guy. And it was just
they just brought the trailer and just parked it and just left.
Hey, that's easier than having to pay for land. Just stake your claim.
They wasn't even living in
No.
it. They just left it. A full house.
Whoever come got it? What? How did this resolve?
Someone stole it.
Didn't we move it like toward the road?
Yeah, we moved it towards the road because hopefully something was going to happen to it. Then I think someone finally came and just got it. And it wasn't theirs.
The thing is, the guy who dropped it off's name was on the side of it. and then someone stole his trailer.
Which that's not unbelievable, is it?
Within a week, wasn't it?
Yeah, it didn't take long.
No.
No, one time, where my grandmother used to live, there was like a series of nights where like bandits were going around like just stealing propane tanks off of grills. You just come out one morning and you look and your hose was cut and your tank was gone.
Why? Did they figure out why?
It happened to my buddy this week, actually.
They just steal propane tanks.
Yeah, like the big grill ones, like the huge ones.
Yeah.
Because we was actually going to grill. Because I was getting ready to go over there. This is no joke.
That'd be such a letdown.
That would be the 3rd of July, the night of 3rd of July.
I literally bought steaks from Walmart. Was going to go take them over. He's like, oh, yeah, you got an extra propane tank when I'm like 2 minutes away. And I was like, no, why? I'm coming to your house. He's like, someone stole my propane tank.
See, they were like in the middle of town, like, and it was like a bunch of people they took. So they were just have a knife and just would cut them, go on, get the next one.
What do you think they's doing?
Either selling them or using them to make illegal substances. Probably the latter.
So that's what happened. Made that bad batch.
Yeah,
that's where that went.
They took the wrong tank.
Hit us with another one. This one's not crazy. Well, none of them's been too crazy.
This is just going to be a steal. But this one's actually like something I would enjoy to see, you know?
I feel like this guy should maybe get pardoned. Okay? Kentucky man arrested after cops spot him setting fireworks off the back seat of his moped. You know what? Maybe that one shouldn't, you know, is that even illegal?
It shouldn't be.
No. I mean, as long as he's
just celebrating, right?
Look, if you look at the guy, you can tell he's not a bad guy.
No.
He was just alone on the 4th of July and he wanted to have a good time.
He wanted everyone else to probably enjoy that.
You know what's crazy though?
Good guy.
That article was from July the 2nd, so most likely this was on July the 1st. The fireworks came to town. He just wanted to get on it early.
You know this is someone's grandpa right here too.
He was prepping the town.
Taking into details a little bit more, this was in Louisville. So if he's right down Louisville Metro. So he was downtown like these bad boys. off the back seat of his moped. This is details unknown. Was anybody in the front seat?
I just imagine he's riding around like Batman, swerving through this town on his moped, just Roman candles, just hold one out the back, going about 25 downtown, weaving traffic, just cutting through by the Yum Center. Skyscrapers just hitting him. Boom, 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 boom.
He paved the way for mopeds around the world.
He really did.
Hashtag free Robert Martin. Everybody put in the comments. Hashtag free Robert Martin.
And speaking of mopeds, would you drive a moped?
No.
Wow.
Nope.
You wouldn't?
No. But
why?
Because it's not cool enough. Yeah. It's got to be.
What about broped?
A broped or a ski ped?
Broped.
Same thing as a moped.
Right. The thing about mopeds is that you don't have to have a driver's license. Is that true?
That's 50 cc's and under. You don't have to have a driver's license.
Yeah.
There's a common term actually in Kentucky used, but we'll let y'all figure that out. But
say it.
They call them liquor sickles. Just due to people around here, it's a common thing that there's a lot of
people who don't have their license anymore.
Yeah,
and that's the only thing they have left.
So that's what they use. Hence the name.
I would like a moped, though. Like, if I didn't really live in the middle of nowhere, I would get a moped and I'd just cruise.
There used to be this guy who used to drive around town on one, and he had, long, flowing hair. But he was about 70, and he didn't wear a shirt. And he would just drive through town, and he just had, long silver locks just flowing in the wind. No shirt on, nothing but a pair of shorts and house shoes. Just flying.
Did he have goggles?
No, that would have added though, but it would have gotten in the way of the flow though. So yeah. you can't sacrifice that.
I think mopeds are fuel efficient. You can't do much in the rain or wind, but hey,
test your balance out.
Yeah, I would be down for a good moped. I like a moped. We got one more. What we got?
Let's see right here. We got one more. I'm gonna pull this one up. This guy.
This is a common occurrence.
Yeah.
Read it off to us. What we got?
Kentucky man on lawnmower arrested on a drunk driving charge. Yeah. This happens a lot.
I like how the stock photo was a guy push mowing.
Yeah, I don't know what they was doing here. His detention.
They could tell because his lines weren't straight.
$5,000 bond.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing as a moped, ain't it? No, you can. Kentucky's
lawnmowers cut grass. Mopeds don't.
Well, here's the funny thing. I'd say this happens so much. It's actually illegal to even ride your horse with a DUI or under the influence. You will get a DUI.
Well, that's probably a good thing.
So that probably falls into this category somewhere of why this guy got arrested.
The thing about this is like, let's just say we cut out this part. Let's say we just cut out that part that's highlighted. So it's just Kentucky man on lawnmower arrested. That way it's more clean. Let's say we cut out arrested too. Just Kentucky man on lawnmower. That's a common occurrence. That's not like rare.
You see them pulling like the little garden trailers all the time around.
Oh, yeah. On a lawnmower? Yeah, and going from point A to
I'm
point
confused.
B.
Are you saying that people often mow their lawns in Kentucky? I don't know.
Just use them as transportation.
Use a lawnmower as a daily driver. I had a lawnmower as a daily driver once, but it wouldn't make it back up my hill, so I figured I probably couldn't use it as a daily driver.
Get you one of those zero turns.
That's what I'm thinking, dude. You never see those on the road, though, do you? You know how much a used lawnmower costs around here?
No.
$50.
Yeah. It's 50, 70, 75 if you want the mower still attached. 50 if you just want it to cruise or race.
Have you priced these?
I bought one.
Yeah, there's one sitting out there.
Yeah, but it wouldn't make it up the hill, so it actually wouldn't start.
That's a bad look.
Yeah. I didn't get to drive it at all.
Not good for the brand.
It's not.
We was going to turbo it, too.
We was going to put turbos on this lawnmower. We was going to put wheels on it. I mean, it already had wheels, but flat.
We could still get it to run.
Yeah. We ain't going to, though.
Too much effort.
Yeah, for a lawnmower. I've also had, what else have I had for a daily driver? I had the mule, drove it pretty much everywhere. Then I had that little electric cart that's yellow.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all watch the videos a lot, my main channel, you'll know which one I'm talking about. But that thing scoots solid 12 mile an hour.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't have much range as a Tesla. It had like a 400 or 500 yard range.
But it was quiet.
Yeah, it was quiet.
A lot of storage space.
It's lit.
We was going to put a hunting blind on the back of that. Remember that?
It took 6 batteries. We should probably get those out.
Car batteries?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those
Before they get stolen.
Yeah.
They sell for $12 a piece at Walmart.
Really?
Yeah, they'll buy them off from you. Called a cord charge.
What else have you seen people, Kentucky mans, driving? That's not a car.
A woman driving a Kawasaki Mule to work.
There's a guy. I mean, often you see, like, on the highway, see a lot of four-wheelers, but if they got that black backpack on, they better be dodging the blue lights, is all I'm saying.
Listen, literally the other day, I was in a place, we was driving down this 2-lane road, so pretty big for Kentucky, but there was a four-wheeler with a guy with a backpack on it, just sitting there cruising. State police directly behind him. They follow him for like 2 miles. The guy finally pulls off at his gas station. Not in a good way, just like, and then just whips off the road. Cops doesn't even care, just keeps on going.
I saw a guy get busted the other day on one.
Really?
Yeah.
Where was it? Like in town or just out and
Right
about?
by the underpass, so it was on the highway.
Wow. Aw, that's sad.
What about bicycles?
I don't know, but on this guy, they were putting him in the car, so I was like, that four-wheeler's just going to be sitting there. Imagine them calling you about, like, you're the tow company and be like, yeah, we got a four-wheeler we need you to impound.
As for bicycles, I'd say I see about 3 or 4 bicycles a year out here because it's too hilly.
College, when college is in, you'll see a lot of students and people who are, like, coaches and professors, they'll ride some, but as far as, like, the local population, not popular.
No.
I about hit a cyclist today, bringing back our Taco Bell.
What'd you do?
I about hit one.
Okay.
Like driving down the road, because like
on purpose or accident?
Accidentally, because the thing is, when you're going up by the jail out here,
Yeah.
So as I was coming down the road, they pull out and start riding toward me this way. And I couldn't see because there's a tree in the way. And by about the time I get probably from here to the end of your hallway out there, they was just like coming out this road. And I was like, whipped it over.
In what? What was you driving?
The minivan.
Yeah, it's thinking whips, though. You got a really good center of gravity.
It does. The brakes smell a little hot, but
Yeah.
it's all right.
Yeah, they lock up sometimes. But you know what? It is what it is. Minivans, that's not a bad whip. Have you ever driven a minivan?
No.
You're missing out. Isn't
You
it?
are.
Listen, I'm talking like there is no hood. It's all windshield. It's like driving a bus with the nose cut off. You're just thinking, it's quick,
Do
too.
that again. What's the winds? Is that like how fast your hands are moving?
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
that's the
because you
sound the
can
wheel
whip.
makes?
You can whip.
You-
You can. The turning radius is decent.
I'm
Oh,
just
yeah.
confused about the sound.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like it's hydraulics.
Oh yeah,
It's a little older, so
yeah,
There's a lot going on.
yeah. There was a lot going on in that demonstration.
We got this thing cleared out to where there is no seats in the back. It's just the 2 pilot seats and the rest is flat. You could literally build.
there's only one pilot seat in there now.
What happened?
I don't know. There's just one just chilling in there on the right side.
Okay, but we have a open floor, so you could take a sleeping bag. You can put a basketball court. Maybe not.
You could put a pool in there.
You could put a pool in there. You could put a dirt bike in there. You could put a small moped or 4-wheeler in there, a lawnmower, if you will.
Campfire.
It's pretty lit. And
Campfire.
you can crack the back open, put ramps down.
Out you go.
Minivans might be the move.
Only if it was 4-wheel drive.
If we get 25 likes on this video, I think you should sell your truck and switch to a minivan full time.
I've already
No.
got the minivan full time.
It's sitting right out there.
It's already there.
So just sell. All you gotta do is sell the truck. Then you're already there.
Yeah.
Down to 10 likes, not even 25.
Do not sell the truck.
I got to keep my truck.
Thank you.
That's the only thing keeping these people subscribed. Is that I actually drive a truck a little bit. Now on to our side hustle. You got a side hustle?
Yeah, it's the same as yours.
You know us?
No, don't
We're
know.
eBay sellers.
I was talking about shelves, but that too.
We're eBay sellers, okay? I got a bunch of stuff in the basement. Boom. Post that sapsucker on eBay. I get like 60% of what I paid for it out of it.
Yep.
Buy it for 50, sell it for 30. Cash.
I'm the eBay manager around here, so I mean,
He's the eBay manager.
profits are
I'm the profits are negative. But
they're negative, but
Revenues,
we get
right.
rid of it.
I'm like the person who's always scared about things on the internet.
Internet?
What?
Or
Like,
eBay?
if it's a website, if like I'm on Walmart.com, like yeah,
On what?
I trust. If it's Walmart.com, I trust that.
Who orders Walmart.com? You ever heard of Amazon?
No, what's it? What is that? What they do?
Why are you scared of the internet?
I don't know. I have trust issues fundamentally as a person. I think
With the internet?
just everybody.
Do you have trouble buying things online?
No,
Me neither. I buy everything online.
Kendall will not go to a store in person.
No.
So like, even if it takes it 2 or 3 days to get here, he's waiting.
I mean, like if it's a store like I know 100%, then I
like
will.
KendallGray1.com/shop or first link in the description.
I mean, yeah, I shop there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody does that.
It's a
I mean, if you
it's a
don't-
family owned fifth generation
Nonprofit.
first generation profit organization.
Yeah, it is a profit.
Yeah. And it's
Which is actually better. Nonprofits, they're already making money, so why would you believe in them, you know?
nonprofits can be sketchy sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah, like
They actually can be sketchy. That's
who's-
actually kind of
who's, you know,
yeah.
who's, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But as for us, yeah, we're eBay sellers, okay? I was watching this guy on YouTube. All right, so I like guns, okay? I like firearms,
Since when?
rifles, pistols,
Since when? Is this like a new thing?
short-barreled rifles, and revolvers.
It's a new thing with you?
It's
Yes.
a little bit. So I
Past 4 days or so?
I seen this thumbnail on YouTube. It said, "Guns at a yard sale?" Question mark, question mark, question mark. I was like, hold up, dude, that's legal. What you trying to do? You trying to expose somebody? So I watched it, of course. Midway through, like 18 minutes through, I was like, dang, this is awesome. Because this guy goes to yard sales, goes to flea markets, buys stuff, okay? He buys stuff for cheap, like $2, go home, posts it up on eBay, and makes big margins off of it, okay? Buy it for $2, sell it for $30, okay? And so that's my new plan.
Be nice if we could do that already.
What do you mean?
Make those big profits.
Speaking of yard sales,
Yeah.
Love them.
I went to a yard sale the other day, and this guy had like a bunch of necklaces lined out, and I was like, you know what? I'm buying a necklace, whatever.
Wow.
I was like, I bet it's probably $5 or something. You know, the yard sale is literally just a string with like a shark tooth on it. Probably wasn't even real.
Mm-hmm.
Might have been. I don't know. I was like, okay, how much?
A shark tooth necklace?
Yeah, in Kentucky. Yeah. Anyways, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get it. It's gonna be $5 or something like that. He says $25. There's no design on this at all. It's literally just a black string with a shark tooth that I cannot confirm or deny is real. I was like, you have a nice day, sir. just kept walking.
What did he say? Nothing?
Yeah, our conversation ended there.
I'm going to make a wild guess. I'm going to say by the end of the day, that shark necklace was still sitting on that table.
It didn't look like they were moving a lot of product, that's for sure.
No, definitely not. Was it a big yard sale or just like one person yard sale?
Big yard sale.
Oh.
It was basically like a vendor's mall.
Oh, yeah, vendor's malls. No.
It wasn't a vendor's, it was a yard sale, but it was basically
Like a big parking lot yard sale?
Yeah, there's people there who probably do sell like vendors malls kind of stuff.
Yeah, those people, that ain't it, Chief.
Mm-mm.
But like, have you ever sold anything like that? Like got a good deal and then flipped it?
Yeah.
Tell us about it. Inspire me one time.
I mean, I've sold shoes, like
Oh.
resell shoes.
How do you do that?
So
Tell us
you
a
like
good story.
you enter a drawing. So the last pair that I bought and sold, I think I bought them for like $150 and I sold them for $1,300.
Dang, what kind of shoes them? Crocs?
Crocs. Yeah.
LeBron's or Crocs?
Bronze Crocs.
That could probably
Have you ever seen the KFC Crocs
I have.
with the fried chicken giblets?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'd pay whatever that price is.
Yeah.
I wanted them, but I lost the drawing.
Yeah.
What shoes did you really sell, though?
They were a pair of Travis Scott fragments.
I don't even know what that means.
Kanye West's shoe.
Really?
No.
I have some Yeezys. You've seen them.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Shoes, though. Yeah, I don't know much about shoes. But
Donda.
If you do know what you're doing, you can make the jack.
that's
yeah.
crazy.
My cousin does.
Where did you buy them?
Just off of Nike. Like they have like drawings, and so
Did you know they was worth that much when you bought them?
no, I bought them and I was gonna wear them, and then by the time they got there, I realized how much they were selling for. I was like, okay.
Did you keep them longer to let them keep going up, or did you just sell them immediately?
No, price was going down because everybody else was getting theirs in and they were reselling. So like,
Wow. So
if you live in like a big city, you're at such an advantage because they'll have like physical locations you can go to, and basically if you're first in line, you get the shoes.
Yeah.
So like it's kind of
Wow.
you're kind of a disadvantage if you're not in like New York or LA.
Yeah. Where'd you sell them at eBay?
There's like special websites for like those that.
eBay takes 12% of sales. That's not even counting profits. So if you sell something for $100, you have to pay eBay $12.
Let me see how much.
That's crazy too.
This
One time I went down.
I think it's like 11 on this website. It ain't much better. But also like there's,
yeah.
I don't know how eBay works, but there's like tiers,
Yeah.
and like the more you sell, like the less you have to pay like incentive.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I bought a gun. I went and bought a gun. All right. Just like a flea market type deal. Anyways, I saw the gun. I was like, I like that gun. Actually, I didn't. I was like, I know what that gun's worth, and it's worth a lot more than what they got a price for. So I bought, I think, like $550. Big, shiny. I hate the gun. It's like a Ruger revolver and like 44 Magnum or something. I don't like it. I think it's ugly.
It's
But
very ugly.
slung it up on Gunbroker, which is like a popular gun selling site. The bid right now is at around $900,
So what'd you pay again?
like $550.
Dang.
And it's not done bidding. It's not even halfway through the bid cycle, and it's already up to $900. This thing could go big just because I knew what they were selling And unfortunately for them, they did not.
That's the case with a lot of those things.
That's the case with a lot of things,
Like-
especially yard sales, because they're just really trying to get rid of it. If you know what you're looking for, you can go through, snag it, post it up, and actually make. Because
They do, like, that's like the pickers, stuff like that.
yeah,
Half the time, like, they'll ask people, would be like, "How you got it?" They'd be like, "I went to a yard sale and somebody was selling it for $10." They'd be like, "Oh, really? It's worth $10,000." It's like,
Yeah.
oh, I mean, I don't know. And then you have people also though who think everything that they have is like
gold.
Yeah, they'll have like a Happy Meal from 2006, like Shrek. It'll be like, this is worth a lot of money.
Yeah, it's like
And
it's like the shark tooth necklace.
He thought he had something.
I'm going to tell you this: even freshly out of a shark's mouth on the beach in a very touristy place, probably still not going to bring $25.
I have like a megalodon shark tooth, like a fossilized one. It's like this big,
Yeah,
and I don't even think I paid that much for it.
25.
Don't ask me why I bought it. I was younger.
Oh, that's something I'd bought too. Listen,
but
talking about buying crazy stuff.
that's
Oh my
imagine like
What?
You talking about your pop thing you got?
Yeah, I'm talking about my pop. I bought a pop.
pop or pop
Pop.
pop
A piece of a pop.
PVC.
Nope.
Metal. I bought a piece. I bought like a 1/2-inch slice of a 6-inch pop that has a rock in it. And I paid money. A decent amount too.
I'm confused.
Exactly. Yeah, you should be.
You just have to see it.
I bought a pop and
Why?
paid way too much for it.
Why?
I thought it was cool, but apparently it's like not rare at all.
The box is cooler than the pop itself.
I thought it was like, oh, that's so cool, but then it's like that's actually
Not cool.
A pop.
it's
with
like a
rock in
very
it.
common occurrence, and I could literally take a pop, throw it in the creek, and get the same thing in like 2 years. But I thought it was cool, so I paid way too much for it. We're talking upwards of $2
It is shiny though. Like at
like
least
2 blue bills. If I could take back anything, I'd take back that purchase. Wasn't a good idea. It shipped from Canada though.
Shady.
It was shady.
See, that's why you don't buy things on the internet. Don't trust it.
You know what? Sometimes you just get got, and today or that day, I definitely got. Okay,
Yes.
I got taken.
Did you do the getting?
I didn't. Someday, I got bad.
And then you put it on the people at the yard sale you bought the gun off of.
Yeah, so it all evens out. Made a little here, lost a lot there. Sometimes you win some, most of the time I lose some. But at the end of the day,
it's like a big game.
It's why you play the game, though.
that's
Oh yeah.
Speaking of nothing, I'm 21. He is 13. You are 26.
27.
Okay.
Today's my
old
birthday.
Ethan's actually 20, right?
Yeah, I'm 20.
You are 23, right?
Right.
You know something different about me and you that he's not in the club yet? What happens at 21? Or at least in Kentucky?
At 21. You have to enter the draft.
No.
I think you got to do that at 18
I
in
still
order to
haven't.
vote. I don't think I have either. I ain't going to. What are they going to do? Come make me sign a paper? Probably. Probably going to see this hunt me
I
down.
done that in actual high school though.
You tried to go to the Army, though.
Yeah.
And then they figured out, what was it?
I was deaf.
Legally deaf in one ear.
That would be such a tough day. The day like you're like, can I please just go fight for my country? And they're like, no.
You want me to tell you what happened? So I actually got the MEPS and stuff like that, and they done my hearing test. I done it 4 times in one day. They only supposed to let you do it twice, so let me do it 4 times. And every time there's like, no, it's not good enough. And they's like, do you shoot guns a lot or something like that? And I'm like, yeah. And then the doctor looks at me and's like, you're going to have to stop shooting guns for about a year, then come back. I was like, I'm not doing that. And then after that, I was like, no, this ain't for me. It's like, I'm not stopping something I love to do this job.
It's as simple as put earplugs in, though.
I did. But the thing is, when I go to the Army anyway, ain't it just going to get more deaf? Like, I don't need to hear. I mean, if anything, it's going to help me out. Because, I mean, 50 cal machine gun, I mean, oh well, they're already getting sued for crappy ear protection anyways. What's it matter?
Ask them. They didn't let you in.
Yeah. You can get
Don't
Kendall's
ask
army.
me. I don't know. Yeah, you did want to go to the Army, though.
Yeah. Glad I didn't, though.
But we are 21. What we can do is buy pistols and conceal them.
I see that.
And so, yeah, are you concealing a deadly weapon right now besides these two?
Let me check. No, I'm not.
Oh, would you ever? Is that something you'd want to do?
I'm the guy that's like paranoid. I would like accidentally turn the safety off and shoot myself in the butt.
You know something crazy about these two guns? This one doesn't have a safety.
I would definitely shoot myself in the butt.
This one has a trigger safety. So none of these are loaded, by the way. I can 100% check in there and see. Neither also have a mag, but I'm not going to rack them. This one has a safety so that it will not fire unless this little piece of the trigger is pushed down first. If you don't know, there's like a trigger inside of a trigger, and you have to really be touching it for it to pull the trigger. This in here actually doesn't, have a trigger safety at all. You pull the trigger and it goes off. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out which one I want to carry and how I want to carry it. Okay, so you have a couple different options. You can go straight here, straight across the chest. Not very concealed, not very practical.
Hear me out.
Huh?
You get like the full-on trench coat.
Yeah?
You carry them both, like the side.
I'm talking, if we do a trench coat in winter, I can carry this concealed.
Yeah, you have
and
that
no
like
one's
on your
going to
back,
even
hip,
see
and then
that.
And everybody's just going to think that.
Man,
everybody's going to be like, man, that guy's so cool.
Man, he must have the flu. He's so cold, wearing all that jacket.
Yeah.
You should do it. I mean, you didn't hurt my plan. If you do it, I'll do it with you.
What?
Double trench coat.
You wear a trench coat and pack that, and then I'm going to chest carry the Desert Eagle. We'll match.
What if I chest carry that? Chris
That's
Vector?
what I'm saying. You should chest carry this. I mean, we'll look equally as dumb, but I mean, it'll work.
But in reality, this is a good option. This is a Glock 43. Only holds 6. Pretty good, small, compact pistol. You can hold that.
It's only a 9mm though.
Nothing's in there. You can hold that. Take a look at it. You can literally and legally stick that in your pants and walk around with no one knowing at any time.
No permit to conceal carry.
For now, in Kentucky, you do, as long as you're over 21, you do not have to have a concealed carry permit. But I'm going to get one anyways because then I can go out of state and still be able to do whatever I want.
Oh, yeah.
Here's another one. This is a SIG P365 SAS and has some really weird sights on it. If you want to learn more about that, you'll just have to watch the second channel because we're going to be doing some videos on it. Anyways, long story short, I bought what's it called? A belly strap.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
The belly band. Yeah.
A belly band.
Yeah.
What this does is it's a strap literally just clamps around my belly right here, and I can stick a gun right in it. It's crazy.
Kind of like elastic or like a spandex.
It's like that thing.
Like a corset.
But you put a gun in it.
Yeah. Almost like a fanny pack, but minimal.
And no one's gonna know it's there.
Nope.
Which is gonna be great because they don't need to.
I feel safer already.
Good, you should.
You're my guardian angel.
We have 1, 2, 3 guns on the table. Not a single one of them is loaded. So if someone comes in, we're just going to hit them with it. However, I'd probably go first for the microphone because it's already attached with a string, and I can do a little whippy whip and boom. They weigh about 2 pounds. They're heavy, dude.
I'm throwing this TV at them.
I'm gonna just invite them on. I'm gonna tell them to subscribe to my podcast.
Come on, sit down.
Let's
Let's get you on the pod.
Yeah, come on. We need your guest, special guest, our Robert. What are you doing? You got a bad batch?
You looking for our cheese grater? Yeah. Don't take the soap.
Oh man, we have a draft, as we do on these podcasts.
As we do.
Tell us what the draft's about.
I
What
don't
is the
remember.
draft?
You tell me.
It's a company draft.
Company draft, of course. It's the company draft.
It's a little bit different than like something like animals, but like it's company.
Because it's companies, not animals.
Right, exactly.
That's why they're different.
But anyways, companies, we're going to be picking one by one by one by one by one our favorite companies.
We'll snake.
Okay.
So like we'll go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or however order.
All right. But anyways, the categories for a company, you maybe think, oh my gosh, what, like the S&P 500? No. Like, do you like Walgreens? No. All right, then don't pick it. Oh, you like Ford? Well, you're a loser. Should have picked Chevy. Right.
That's exactly right.
All right. I'll roll right into it. You go first.
I go
One
first.
company, go. And then give us your reason. one reason you like one company may not be the same one you like the other.
SpaceX.
Why?
Because rockets are cool.
Is that your final answer for your number one pick overall? Your favorite company in the entire world is SpaceX?
Because rockets are cool.
That's a non-profitable company, but I respect that.
Because rockets are cool.
Because my number one company is going to be Tesla.
I thought about that.
Because I bought some Tesla stock a few years ago, and it's worth more than it was then.
Treated you well.
It did. It treated me very well. And one day, I'm not going to say I'm going to buy a Tesla, but I am saying that Tesla will make a company make an electric car that I will buy. Does that make any sense?
I feel like it'd be easier just say you'd buy a Tesla one day.
I'll buy a Tesla one day. There you go. No, listen, though, for real. Not as soon as Chevy comes out, but one day I will buy a electric Chevy or GMC 1500. I'm not going to buy the first year model, but whenever it's time to buy a truck, I'm going to buy that one. Because electricity is the future. Okay. All right, now you go pick a company.
General Motors.
Of course.
General Motors. Because they've been since 1911, or Chevrolet in specific, but General Motors. We'll just say it at that. They've been making the best vehicles on the road and on the racetrack since they was founded.
You know what? That some people disagree.
Well, too bad.
Yeah, trash him in the comments.
Dale Earnhardt is the best NASCAR driver and fastest man on four wheels.
And that's why he likes Chevrolet. Because of Dale Earnhardt is a fast guy on four wheels and two legs.
Dale Earnhardt died. But that's not why I like Chevrolet.
He didn't die. He's just one lap ahead.
Yeah. That too.
Now it's back to you again. You get to pick another one.
Another one?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He didn't think past the first one. He's like,
I didn't think past
I've got a good one.
You know what I should have done? I knew that was going to be his company. I should have stole it. Then he would just...
I would have still used it. But another company of mine would probably be Barrett. Barrett, yeah. That makes the M82 and M107. Everyone knows what they are in video games. Yeah.
Why?
Barrett just makes some beautiful looking rifles. They
just make 50 cals for the most part. That's
they make
popular.
They make ARs. They're pretty popular. Barrett's pretty close to home.
Are they?
Yeah, Tennessee.
Oh.
Yeah, Ronnie Barrett is an awesome guy.
For my second company, I'm going to have to go Amazon. Because we touched on this earlier. I do not go shopping in a physical store unless I have to, and I cannot convince someone in my family to go do it for me. Like, Ethan's not kidding. I really don't go to stores. I would rather wait a week to get something than to go into Walmart and get it.
If all else fails, I go for him.
Yeah. First thing's Amazon. If that doesn't work, I'll let Ethan go get it. If that doesn't work, I'll tell Mom to go get it. If that doesn't work, I'm just waiting a week for Amazon to ship it in because I'm not going in the back of Walmart. Because in order to get to the back of Walmart, you have to go through the front of Walmart.
Yeah.
And if I have to go back to Walmart, because sometimes I do, I go through the garden section and I go around the edges. But sometimes you got to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Only place I go is IGA. That's because no one's ever in there.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
I'm going to pick Chick-fil-A.
Wow.
Because they always...
Closed on Sunday.
They're always nice to me. You know, and you just... They had my back, though. This is me getting theirs. Chick-fil-A, if you're watching, whoever you are, I love you.
He is one day, as his dream, going to open up a Chick-fil-A.
That would be my pleasure.
You know it's only $10,000 to open a franchise.
That would be my pleasure as well. I mean, I think everybody loves Chick-fil-A. Yes.
Yeah. Well, do they have the best chicken sandwiches, though?
Best I've had.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I agree.
I like getting Raising Cane's about the same as far as like their chicken.
You know who's terrible?
But
Zaxby's.
they're nicer.
Zaxby's. Terrible.
I just think everybody at Chick-fil-A, I never went there and been like, dang, that person was rude.
Yeah, it doesn't
Never.
exist.
Yeah. So
Chick-fil-A.
number
right there.
3, I'm going to pick a bit of a powerhouse that I felt like should have probably went number 1 overall. Kendall Gray Outdoors. I don't know if y'all have been there, like on their website much. They've got a ton of products, shirts, knives, all sorts of hunting accessories, stuff like that. They're literally the best of everything they make. So, like, if you have the time to check that out, go check it out. If you don't, make time, and then you go check it out. Like, it's a great company.
I may be mistaken, but I believe their website is kendallgray1.com/shop or first link in the description.
That's the one, yeah.
And use promo code LIVE10, all caps, for 10% off.
That will probably work. Like, we're not sponsored by them or anything like that.
We have no affiliation with that company at all.
Yeah, so we can't tell you that code will 100% work, but I would try it because, what's the worst going to do?
I can tell you what the worst is going to do is it's going to get you 10% off.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so I think that's
I got to say, it wasn't on my list, but coming up number 3 on my list is probably a step above that one, Panda Express.
Never ate there.
I would fight somebody if I could get Panda Express. Like if there was a guy in between me.
What if it was Tyson Fury?
I'd fight him. I didn't say I had to win.
I want nothing that bad.
I want it that bad. There's not going to be anything except a closed door with a closed sign on it, or an extreme price increase. Now, if it goes up $1, I ain't eating there ever again. Okay, like that's rude. But no, there ain't much going to stand between me. 3 entrees of orange chicken.
Kicks in, Panda Express is off your list.
Yeah. 3 orange chickens and a side of fried rice. Bring it on, son. I can put that down in about 5 minutes or less.
Still not tried it yet.
If you want to be in the dark, keep being in the dark.
Let's drive to Richmond this weekend and try it.
Go ahead. What's your next pick?
My next pick, Walmart.
Wow. Because if Walmart ain't got it, you don't need it.
No, Walmart's a powerhouse. It's been around. Sam Walton knows his stuff. I mean, as far as fundamentally, they're not the greatest and most friendly company ever, but they're overall.
I've got a question. Do you know like the owner of every company you've picked?
Oh yeah.
That's a lot of time on Wikipedia.
No.
He knows him personally.
I've worked at Walmart Distribution Center, so
he knows Sam Walton.
We learn about Sam Walton.
Did they really?
Every Sunday they have a meeting at 11:00. They gather around, sing some songs about him.
No, that's church time. Is it my turn again for a 4th pick?
I guess so. I don't know.
Let's see here.
Sam, you picked Walmart.
Yeah.
That's not a bad pick. I'd pick Kroger.
No.
But Kroger ain't got guns. And Walmart won't either. Very much longer.
Yeah, I know. That's sad. Probably for a good solid 4th. This is going to be a weird one, but probably Boeing. Yeah.
You came in with some weird picks.
Yeah, but they're my favorite companies.
Boeing?
Yeah.
The airplane maker?
They build planes, military aircraft. I mean, as far as space goes, like they're up there.
You know what? That's actually pretty true. If y'all want an underrated space stock,
they're good.
I'm just saying. Just put that out there.
What do you think Air Force One is? 747.
Plane?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're awesome.
Here's coming in with my 4th pick. This one's kind of hard. I'm going to have to go with Kraft.
Like Kraft mac and cheese?
Yes. I'm sure they probably own a cereal in there somewhere.
I don't think they do.
I don't think Robert Kraft does. No. He also owns the New England Patriots.
Really?
Yeah.
Perfect. Enough said.
Oh, is it my pick now?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with probably what you're listening or watching this on. Apple. And not the fruit. I don't think that's a company. The electronic gizmos and gadgets. Just because At this point, I don't feel like trying to learn a different kind of phone.
I don't
never
think
will.
anyone else does either.
No, I think at this point it's just like this is just where we are and this is where we're going to be.
Is Apple and or Facebook and or Google ever going to get broken up by the government?
Hopefully Facebook does.
Why?
Because they're too biased to one side. They won't let everybody just be themselves.
Is that illegal though?
I mean, we have the freedom of speech, and I mean, if somebody says one wrong thing in the
that's the problem of what they're trying to figure all of that out right now is because, it is privatized and it is a platform they're providing, but they claim to be an unbiased platform for everybody, and so how does that actually equate into, constitutional rights? I don't know.
I don't either.
Anyways.
This is your final pick
My
right
final
here.
pick.
You have to make this in a wild card. You don't have to.
My third one was a wild
I feel
card.
like all of Ethan's has been a wild card.
No, they're my favorites.
My third one was a wild card.
What was it?
KG Outdoors.
I'd say it's pretty structured and well-built company.
I know the owner. It's not. It's pretty wild card. He's a wild card. Fourth pick, I'm gonna pick Netflix.
Wow.
Just because
I canceled my subscription the other day.
I'm a big fan of what Netflix did to Blockbuster.
What they do? Put them out of business?
They just put them out. Like they just broke their back.
Just killed them.
You're done. Nothing because of anything else Netflix does. Just the fact that they just destroyed a competitor. Big fan.
It's impressive.
It is.
It is.
What other major company has just come up and said it's over for you?
You would start to think that maybe Amazon could do that to somewhere like Walmart,
No.
but Walmart's held on. Blockbuster did not hold on.
Not for long.
At all. No.
It was like a 5-year window, and it was over.
It's like Books A Million. They're probably still in. I don't know that.
Yeah,
but
they are.
I don't read because I can't.
I think the craziest thing about the whole story is that Netflix literally tried to sell out to Blockbuster, and they were like, "That's the stupidest idea I've ever heard."
Really?
Yeah. And then, now we are watching all Squid Game and Stranger Things, and I ain't watching Blockbuster.
That's crazy. I'm going to give one honorable mention. I'm going to throw it up to AMC because they're also being put out by Netflix.
Rip.
But their stock has been crazy.
Rip.
Speaking of this, real quick though. All right, so COVID's definitely not over, but we're going to say COVID is over, okay?
Canceled.
We're canceling COVID. Are the movie theaters going to make a comeback? Because can they? Should they?
Oh yeah,
Really?
I think they will.
Because you can pay the same price. It may be cheaper and watch a movie on Netflix. A brand new movie, too.
I think there's going to be some of the small ones go out. I think the big branches will be okay, but some of the small private ones.
The big branches cost more to keep open.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, because if you watch anything that's Warner Brothers now, it comes out on HBO Max same day, no extra price.
Right.
Disney Plus, you can pay $20 and your whole family can sit there and watch it, 4 or 5 people. Whereas if you took your kids to the movies, that's $30-$40.
Not only,
and you have to leave the house.
You got to deal with gas, food, which is probably more expensive.
Especially when you get in the
You
theater.
got to deal with a kind of cool seat. Karen and her kid, Dwayne, who keeps talking.
I think it's gonna always exist in some context, but probably the same way it always has. That's probably unlikely.
Yep. I think that I like movie theaters, but I don't really watch movies that much. Mm-mm. But one reason why I like movie theaters is because recently when I've been going, there's been about me and about 4 other people in the entire theater. And that's pretty cool.
That's pretty good.
That's worth $10.
Yeah, I mean,
but if it's packed, definitely not.
That's the best part is when you go to a movie and it's last weekend and it wasn't good the first weekend, and you go in the theater and it's the smallest one in the whole place and it's got 20 seats and it's just you and your buddies. That's
a luxury because places where that's even happening, I don't think will be around too much longer. If you're able to go get a whole theater to yourself, probably not a great sign for business.
I think what's going to happen is it's going to be almost like Dave and Buster's, like how it's like combined things. I think you're gonna have like maybe like arcade or bowling alley kind of thing, and maybe a restaurant, and
Where
then
they-
like only 3 or 4 screens, not like the traditional like that's got some of those theaters have like 20 screens. You're not gonna have that because you don't have the volume.
Yeah. Have you seen the place where they give you like a really good meal?
Movie
while you watch
tavern?
it? Yeah, they give you a really good meal. I've never been there, but they feed you really good.
Like that's gonna stay open because that's an experience. Like,
Yeah. But just the movie, that ain't gonna work. Unless they get some kind of big 3D type 4D technology to where you can't get it in your house.
Yeah.
Is it my pick?
You were on honorable. I don't know.
Yeah, my honorable mention was AMC because it's unfortunately dying. But I do like movies, but only whenever I'm the only one there. As for just straight up my 5th and final wild card pick, what are we going with? What do you know that I like? What do you know that I like?
You like
What do I like?
Boost.
Nestle.
Audio Technica.
We're going with Nestle. Nestle because of their Boost. You know what Boost is?
Me?
Yeah.
You tell me every day about it.
They should sponsor me, and it's not like I've not reached out to them. Okay, Boost, if you don't know, it's these little bottle things. They're holding up the TV right now. These things,
They're holding up this podcast.
they are magic minerals. They are legit. They're like little protein shakes, but I can tell you right now, I don't drink it for the protein. I eat them because they're good. Nestle is my 5th and final pick. What's your 5th and final pick?
Can-Am.
Canada America.
Canadian American, yep.
Why?
Can-Am.
Everything about Can-Am is overpriced.
Yeah, but they're Can-Am's the one that can actually kind of do that, like Netflix to Blockbuster. They're pretty much like Honda's great. No, Can-Am just completely blowing everyone out of proportion in power sports industry right now.
Everything that's
No one can
related.
compete.
Everything that's related to Can-Am is overpriced what it's actually for. But it is actually really good, so you kind
pay
of
for
have
the-
to buy it.
Yeah,
But it is really good, but it's also very high.
it is.
And unless you really needed it or really wanted it, man, I don't know. They're expensive though. And if you guys own anything like that, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Just kind of partial with them. Just to work on them a lot.
Yeah.
But grown very fond of those.
As for that, do we have any final notices? Any final remarks?
Don't forget to go to the website and use the promo code LIVE10.
Yeah.
What's the worst company in the world?
As for worst company in the world, what is the worst? Man, we already kind of touched on it with Blockbuster. What's the Blockbuster of gaming?
Yeah, they're not the worst though.
They're not
They
worst.
just got power moved.
Their business model's outdated.
Yeah.
I don't like GameStop.
Who's somebody?
I don't like GameStop because not only are they pretty much the Blockbuster of video games, but you know what? I've never tried to sell anything to GameStop, but luckily I've never been taken advantage of.
You
by
know what's
GameStop.
the most overrated company in the world? It's Target.
I don't know about that.
I mean,
I don't know about that.
If I
I
can
don't
go
know.
Target or Walmart, I'm going to Walmart.
I'm not. I'm going to Target. Why? Because they actually have bright lights.
No, I think Target's dimmer.
No.
I think so.
Which Walmart are you going to?
All of them. Yeah.
Half the time I go in Walmarts, half the lights are off.
You're going to some shady Walmarts, and I don't know what you're talking about.
Target, they have good LEDs. It's bright. The floors are white, and they're not got yellow stains all over them.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
Adds character.
Yeah.
Yeah, Walmart's better, man. Sorry about it.
I don't like Walmart. I mean, I like Walmart, but weird things happen in Walmart.
That's what you
Yeah.
go for. That's part of the experience.
Black Friday, Walmart, you ever been?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like an Olympics for Kentuckians.
Oh my gosh. I've heard that the last few years it's
It's
kind
like
of settled down.
It's a community event, really. You just
It
go,
really
you
is.
see
It's a
everybody.
cultural thing.
It's nice.
No, it's not nice.
It's wild. What's another company that's just probably throwing the town?
Burger King.
I don't know. I like Burger King. They're coming in with 10 chicken nuggets for $1.49. You know what? If you can do that, you got me. You got me. That's cheaper than I can make them for.
Yep.
That's saying something. Including gas.
I find it odd how often you take gas into the equation for you driving literally less than 5 minutes away.
Hey man, listen. hey, you drive 10 miles. You drive 5 miles there, 5 miles back. My truck gets 12 miles per gallon. Each gallon of gas, we'll round it out, $3.50. I'm spending about $3.20, $3.15 round trip.
That's not bad.
That's a lot. Add that on to chicken nuggets, that's the same price as McDonald's.
Yeah.
McDonald's is high on their chicken nuggets. They need to calm it down.
I think in a previous podcast, you've already talked about how you think McDonald's is overpriced.
Yeah, it is.
McDonald's?
Yeah. Their McChickens is $1.79 now.
They should stick at $1.
Yeah, that's what it's worth.
No more. That's like even Wendy's, $10 for 50 nuggets.
That's not terrible.
No, it's not terrible, but I mean, if that would have been McDonald's, that would be $20.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I'm not a big fan of McDonald's. Maybe that's the worst company in the world, but it's definitely not. Over 1 billion solved.
Solved.
Solved. I just come up. If I have a couple things that I could say, I just say right in the middle. I just say them all. Say that right in the middle. Average them out.
That's how slang starts.
Anyways, guys, guess what? Podcast's over. Bye.